Hey everyone, here I am with no makeup on. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Foundation in the color Buff Beige. I'm going to be putting it in little dots along my cheek, chin, forehead, and nose. Then I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush to kind of buff it into my skin. I have really uneven skin right now because my tan is fading. So I kind of use this to kind of just even everything out. It seems to be working really well and it's really nice and creamy, so a little goes a long way. And then I just pat it on my face with my hands to set everything in. Then I'm going to use the Lorac Pro Eye Primer, and I'm going to be patting that on my lid. I do a patting motion and a sweeping motion to kind of make sure that the product sets in really well. It seems to work for me. And then I'm going to do my eyebrows with the Real Techniques brush and the Milani Brow Fix palette that I love so much. It is my go-to palette. I'm going to be using the Chocolate Bar palette from Too Faced, and I'm going to be kind of sticking with the neutral colors on that side of the palette. I'm going to start with Salted Caramel, and I'm going to take this into my crease and put it really high up, closer to my eyebrow. I want this to be a really nice transition color, sort of. I'm just going to take it really close to my brow. I love this color. I wear it a lot, and I think it's really nice to add color and definition without having to use like a brown shade. And plus, if I can get away with peach, I will use it as often as possible. Here's where I get a little indecisive with makeup placement and makeup brush. So right now I'm using a small, I think, contour or crease brush from e.l.f. with the semi-sweet or light brown color from the palette, and I'm going to take it on a patting brush from Real Techniques. Then I'm like, no, this isn't working. So I go and I reach for a denser, flat Lorac brush and pack on that color there. And I want it to be dark, but I don't want it to be too dark. But I do want it to look a little semi-vampy because I feel like that's definitely Buffy the Vampire Slayer 90s tutorial look. I'm not going for that, but that's what I think of when I think of the 90s. Then I'm going to take that semi-sweet color with a 217 brush and put it up into my crease and blend it. But I'm going to keep it pretty concentrated as to not get rid of the salted caramel color that I put on as well. So next, I am just going to clean up the edges I have just a little bit with an e.l.f. concealer brush. It's nice and fluffy, so I like to use it when I'm doing some light blending. Not too heavy because I do want to keep the color there. I just want to kind of clean off, take off the residue because I am going to put a liquid cream concealer on there. I just want to make sure that it's nice and clean. And I'm gonna use the Maybelline Dream Lumi concealer highlighter pen thing. It's both. I'm going to use that under my eyebrows because I feel like in the 90s there was a huge love of sharp brows, and I want to kind of make my brows look really nice and accentuated, so I'm highlighting them. And then it cleans up whatever mess I've made, and I'm just going to take this e.l.f. brush and blend everything out so everything looks nice and sharp and clean, like so. I like it. I think it looks really cool. With that same concealer brush, I am just sort of lightly pushing the color up to make it nice and blended and soft. I don't want any harsh lines, so I just want to make sure that the color goes up a little higher so it becomes a soft wash of color as opposed to like a harsh line or a curve. Then taking white chocolate, which is the white color in the palette, I'm setting my eyeshadow and I'm using it to kind of blend everything together as well. And then I'm going to take the semi-sweet on the detailer brush and I'm going to line my lower lash line with it to kind of give it some depth and a little bit of color. And then I'm going to take the white chocolate again, and I'm going to put it on my inner corner of my eye, the inner lid of my eye, to kind of brighten it up. But it's matte, so it won't like stand out too much, which is what I want. Now I'm going to take that same Maybelline Dream Lumi Concealer, and I'm going to just do a highlight and contour with it. I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones, my under eyes, my nose, and then I'm going to go above my lip and my forehead and my chin. While I let the concealer set on my face, I'm going to line my lashes with the Benefit Push-Up Liner. I'm not going to do a wing liner, I'm just going to do a quick line. Really easy, just make it nice and thick so that people can see you have eyeliner on. And then while the eyeliner is not completely dry yet, I'm going to take the dark brown color Triple Fudge in the palette, and I'm going to take a detailer brush and just pat it along the eyeliner that I put on to kind of soften it up. I don't want it to be too harsh. As you can see, it just becomes a little bit more subtle. I want it to kind of blend in, and yeah, I want it to be noticeable, but I don't want it to be so harsh black. And I finally take another e.l.f. concealer brush, because I have like 5 of these, and I actually use it for its job at blending out concealer, because I feel like it does a really good job at doing this as well. And yeah, it's really easy, it's nice and controlled. I like how small it is and how I can get into like small crevices and not have my concealer go everywhere. And I have this damp beauty blender, and I'm kind of just patting it on my face to set everything in and make it look a little bit more natural. I want it to look not like I have a crazy highlighted contour. And now I am going to dab some Laura Mercier under my concealer, under my eye, because I have bags. This is a peachy toned concealer, so it will help brighten up everything and cover any darkness under there. And I'm just patting it onto my fingers. Then blend it again with the beauty blender. Next I'm going to take this dark brown eyeliner from Stila, and I'm going to use it on the lower lash line, or like the outer half of my lower lash line, not going all the way in. And then I'm going to set all that concealer, just put on my face with some Airspun setting powder, and I'm not going to let that. I'm just going to puff it on my face with a puff. It's really messy, but it's kind of fun. I do like it. And then while I have that on my face, I'm just going to curl my lashes. I want to make them really nice and curly because I'm not using fake lashes for this. The first mascara I'm going to be using is from Maybelline. I think it's the Rocket Lash mascara, and I'm just going to use it sort of as a base to separate and give length to my lashes. And then I'm going to use the, I believe, L'Oreal Miss Manga mascara to give my eyelashes more volume. And then I'm going to brush all this powder off my face. So I didn't want to do a crazy contour. I didn't see too many crazy contours in the pictures I was looking at, so I'm going to use NARS Laguna Bronzer, which is my lighter bronzer shade, and I'm just going to use it to give me a slight contour and some color on my face. I'm going to be taking the blush from the Naked Flushed palette, and I'm going to be using it as my blush today with my e.l.f. blush brush. I like how angled it is, and I like how it just gives me a nice pink glow without being too crazy. It's really nice and subtle. And then I'm going to be taking my pressed powder from Clinique, and it's going to give some color back into my face. I'm also going to use it to kind of blend everything out, so my blush isn't too like harshly put on, I guess you could say. It's also really good to give me some color. And then from the Flush palette, I'm using the highlighter from my inner tear duct, and then I'm going to be using it on my cheeks with a highlighter brush from Real Techniques. Using NYX nude pencil, I'm just going to line my waterline with it to brighten my eyes, to clean it up and make me look more awake. And then I'm going to be taking the Revlon lipstick in the color Rum Raisin, and without a lip liner, I'm just going to trace my Cupid's bow and then the shape of my lip, and then fill in the rest, like so. So this is the look, you guys. It's a subtle 90s filtery dark lip look that I really do enjoy. Hope you guys liked it. See you in my next video. Bye!